rapper Young Thug, well, he goes home now. Okay, put up the picture format. I will give you the update to the case. He did plead guilty to gang, drug, and gun charges. He has now been released. His agreement included probation and time served. He pleaded no contest to conspiracy to violate the RICO Act and leading a criminal street gang. No contest, okay? Young Thug was sentenced to the 5 years he already served and 15 years of probation. He could still be sentenced to 20 years behind bars after his probation if he does not successfully complete his probation term. He cannot jaywalk without having someone breathing down his neck. Also, he has 7.5 years of reporting probation. After the 7.5 years of reporting, it will go to a non-reporting status. I have loosely followed this trial. I got to tell you, this has been one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most, how can I say this? Horribly executed prosecutions I have seen in a very long time. Regardless of what would have happened, let's say he did get found guilty by a jury, which, by the way, I actually think he would not have. I think it would have been a hung jury, if not an innocent verdict. They had so many grounds for appeal. I mean, appeal after appeal was set up for them to knock into a home run because of the mistakes, not only by the prosecution, but also by law enforcement who took the stand and said things they were not supposed to say in front of the jury. And if you remember, the judge himself, who was initially on this case, he gets removed because he puts the lawyer in jail because the lawyer found out some information that the judge didn't want him to know about, ex parte communication inside of his chambers. He then throws the lawyer in jail for not telling him who told him, which is insane. It is insane. Now he's become part of the trial. He could be called as a witness. Anyway, so Young Thug goes home. This was called a non-negotiated plea. A non-negotiated plea means the defense attorneys went to the judge and said, listen here, judge, here's the thing. These guys are unreasonable. We're not doing a negotiated plea with them. We would like to negotiate directly with you. And the white female judge said, all right, so this is what's on the table. Here it is, time served. Go home, a whole lot of probation. I mean, was he really running an entire criminal enterprise? Because that's a really light sentence for a person who was running an entire criminal enterprise, put hits on people, et cetera, as alleged by the prosecution at one point. But it seems as if there's a change of heart here. All right, Michael, I don't know how much you've been following this case, dear brother, but man, it has been one disaster after another in this particular trial. And I got to tell you, this would be one of those case studies in law school that we will study to say, this is what you don't do. And it's one case and so many blunders by the prosecution. And he did have a top-notch defense team. That's some of the best I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll confess, I'm never going to come on and pretend that I've followed something that I didn't follow. I learned more about it from you just now. Not only that, learned about something that I want to read about, which are non-negotiated plea deals.
Yep.
I'll have to learn more about that and what the precedent is, what other famous plea deals have been arranged by judges. But I guess it's encouraging knowing the tenor of the trial that somebody saw it from the bench, at least with what looks like objective eyes.
Yeah, and I got to say once again, you can't even weigh guilt or innocence in the court per se because of the way it was handled. Definitely would have been appealed.